Hi guys, so this is how this works. So I made this node, this is Addon node, and when you turn on painting mode, you can paint your grass. And not just grass, you can paint your trees, your bushes, your flowers, and you see, even on slopes, this mesh follows the normals of terrain. So we are only controlling multi-mesh when you put it here, and this piece of grass instance of multi-mesh, and you can put random scale and randomized scale, and then you can put a rotation and randomize rotation of it. You can clear last piece of instance, you see, and you can clear all grass. So you can paint not just grass, but trees and everything. And this add-on is just only impacting your multi-mesh. And when you hit escape, it turns off your painting mode. So I will show you not how you can install this add-on, but how you can make it from scratch. And all code I will leave in the video description and everything. So you can make your own add-on. I make it to impact multi-mesh. So in multi-mesh you can go in visibility range and put like visibility on 50. Here or self, so it will impact the position of your multi-mesh. So I will just clear my multi-mesh. You can clear all, and you need to position your multi-mesh near your grass, and it will Godot will cool it to position of multi-mesh. Now I can paint it again, hit escape, and then in multi-mesh Godot will cool it when it goes beyond from player beyond the 50 meters or whatever you want. So this is very useful thing. So why did I make this? Because I'm using the latest version of Godot 4.5 for Wine, and in future I want to update my Godot, and if I update it, maybe if I'm using some other add-ons, it can break. I cannot fix it. But when I show you this to make yourself, then you can fix it in future updates. I do not know what can break in this. Maybe just name some functions, but you can just correct that easy. I will now just show you how this works, and then I will show you how you can make this, and I will go fast through it, and I will not go through every piece of code. You can just copy it. I will just explain you what this add-on is doing. So first, when you have your scene, I have this terrain, and this terrain need to have collision. So this terrain is static body, it has mesh, and it needs to have the collision shape. And on that collision we will snap this ball, and when you click left mouse button it will spawn grass. So it needs to have a collision. So you need to set that, and you just lock your collision and mesh and everything, so you cannot select it. Then you just need to add multi-mesh instance and place multi-mesh, so it have a location later for cooling, because it cools from this spot. And when you set your mesh, you just multi-mesh, you add your multi-mesh, make it 3D, and then here you add a mesh of your grass. And you want your grass to be like in these big chunks, and you see you want to leave the space for bottom of grass. So when you are making in Blender your grass, you want your grass, your origin point to be somewhere higher my origin point is here, like you see, it's here. And then you want to make this wall that will be your marker, just so you can see what's going on, where you are placing grass. For that I just use area 3D, and this is just area 3D, and in area 3 I call it placement indicator, and in that area 3D I just add collision shape and mesh, this mesh, so I can see the ball, you see, just you can see. So it needs to be area 3D. And then you add this node, I call it grass painter, but you will be able to call it whatever you want. And in this node you put just drag your area 3D here and multi-mesh here. But first let's talk about safety checks and how this work. You see, when I add this grass, here we have, this is just export variables array of grass position, grass normal, scales and rotation. And every single time when Godot loads, it will loop through all. If this grass painter node is connected to multi-mesh, if it will loop through every single this array to place grass on this original point. So you do not want to have a bunch of these grass painter nodes, you just want to have one. And when you are finished with setting, you put your, I don't know, random scale, random position, and you just disconnect this multi-mesh. And in multi-mesh everything will be saved in multi-mesh. So because Godot is every time looping through all these arrays, you do not want to have a bunch of this grass painter, just have one. That is safety reason number one. And when you are finished with it, you delete this grass painter node, you do not need it. And you do not want to have millions of instances in your multi-mesh. It's better to have multiple multi-mesh, maybe for this chunk, multiple multi-meshes, and it's better for your cooling, you know, it will look more natural. I know this UI does not look great, but it works, and it's everything that I need for my game. So I do not know, I will in future, maybe I will upgrade it, but for now this is everything that I need, and it works perfect, and it's so useful. So let me repeat, you want to have just one this grass painter node, and you assign your multi-mesh, because every time when you load Godot and when you place another mesh, it loops through all this grass position, grass normal and scale and everything to set your mesh. But when you remove it, it will not. You can just save it and restart the game, and grass will be here. Now I will show you how you can make this addon from scratch, and do not be afraid. It will not break your game. It will not break addons, Godot, so do not be afraid. It's easy to make addon. To make addon first. So this is my addon here, bottom left, and this is everything that we need. So here in addons you want to create a new folder and call it whatever you want. So here I make a folder, call it whatever you want, and then on this folder you click right mouse button, create new, and text file. And this text file you can call, I don't know what, plugin. I will call it plugin 2, and you need to have a .cfg, and you just double click it and you will open it. In that index, this is text file, you need to have this, and you can find this in Godot documents. I will leave you a link. You just copy this in, so here put your name of your addon, description, and your name and version and everything, and what's the most important thing is this. So this is the name of main script that we will put in the same folder. You can call it whatever you want. I call it like this. So I will just copy this. So you just copy this and call this script, or you can, if you are using my code, copy this is the same name. This is everything you need for this text file. I will just copy it like this and change script like to grass painter to. So most important here is this name of this script. That script it's Godot script of GD script, and that will instantiate your add-on, and then you save it. After that you will copy just this name of this script and click on your folder and create new script and make it make the same name like this. You extend editor plugin. This is that script. I will leave this in description. So you make it the same, that name, and extend editor plugin. And then you just copy from my code and put this the same. And here you can make your unique print when this plugin enters scene and when it exits scene. And then what's most important, this is everything for this is just like initiation of this plugin. And what's most important here is this name of preload. This is our second script, and this will be our main script of that node, grass painter. You can call it whatever you want or just copy this name, but most important thing is to make the script with this name. And you just click on your folder, create new script and call it like this, and make it extend node. And next step is to go in your project setting in plugin and enable your plugin. If you do not have it, just restart your Godot. So you need to enable it. And next, so you can see like here, this is my folder, and you need to have the same one. So this one script, this is quite complicated, and I will leave this description. You can just copy this full script and just paste it. It's quite well. It's not that complicated. I will explain you just what it can do. Do not start changing files, because there are a couple safety concerns I need to tell you about changing this script, what you need to safeguard. But do not worry, maybe you can crash your Godot if you make something bad, but do not worry, I crashed my Godot 10 times and you just restart it, it cannot go. If you want to change something and if is really bad, you can just close your Godot and open this script in VS Code and just mute this code and then open your Godot. So I crashed my Godot like 10 times and I'm doing this in my real game. So you need to be careful, but if I did not break my game and Godot, you will be fine. But I will first talk about vibe coding and AI, and then I will go through this code and show you what safety concerns there are that you need to follow. So this is how I made this add-on. No, it's not like that. It's a little bit complicated. Look, I added a couple of new mushrooms to my game. So I wanted to talk about vibe coding and coding with AI. First, I want to tell you that you do not need to be afraid that AI will take our job and everything, because if some person person without experience in code in making games can make a game with just AI, then me and you can make by ourselves alone, can make with AI GTA. So that's the first thing. Do not be afraid. I would love to AI to be able produce in future great results. I will use it because it is great tool, and for me myself to be able to make GTA, that will be fun and nice. Second thing, it's if you think that you can just tell AI make me this, and you do not know anything about Godot and basics of coding, then you're being stupid. Because AI will just spin you in circles. You will lose days, lose time, lose your head, and you will never make anything good using just AI. So you need to have a deep understanding of Godot and of programming. You don't need to know everything, but you need to understand what you want, and you need to tell that to AI. And you cannot let it just to spin you around. You must tell it, stop, listen to me. We'll go step by step, and you need to have a plan what you want. For every this button in this plugin that I made, I needed to have a plan what I want, and I know how to make it, and I need to tell AI. First step is to make painting mode, to move that sphere. Then to add, next step is to add this button. We will do it like this, like this, like this. So you need to be a commanding, but saying that it is a great tool for us solo developer, and we need to start learning how to use it, how to make it our advantage. And we are using Godot, and we are solo developer, and everything is free software, and we can with help with AI we can make miracles. And this add-on, it took me only 3 days to make. If I did it on my own, I think it will took me like month. So I spent like 27 days. But you need to, I repeat, you need to know what you are doing. And best for now, but that is changing like every day. Best for now, for code that I saw, I tested like every AI. Best for now is Claude. It is so smart that it is great tool. It is really smart and really good. It's not funny, but you need to know how to use it all. But as I can see things and what it can do, you better start using it, or you will, like I told you, it took me only 3 days. So I'm 27 days. I'm solo developer. Every single day it mean worth to me. And for this to making tools for games, it is great. But you need to think before just copy and paste it your code for your games. I never copy and paste code for my game that I do not understand. I need to understand it, because later when your game becomes very complicated, you will do not know what's happening. I know every single detail about this game, and I can find bugs in like 1 minute, because I understand Godot and understand my code and everything, every single thing that's going on. And do not listen to people that are telling you can, without any experience in game making, in Godot, in code, you can just make it. They are lying to you. You need to know everything to be able to use it properly. They are lying to you because they want to sell you something. I do not want to sell you this tool. I'm giving you for free. Okay, let's go now through this code. I will not go in details, I will just explain you what it doing. I clicked on my grass painter node, and here first I added a comment so you can read what everything is doing. So first we have these exported variables. These exported variables are for our buttons and for multi-mesh and for everything. And with this we are storing everything in this array, in this grass normals. Normals are like a position of your terrain mesh or collision, because we want to be able to follow for our grass to follow, or trees to follow slopes in mesh. And here we storing mesh, we are storing this data, and here we are storing where it is, here in grass position we are storing position, we are storing here in arrays in export. So this everything is stored when you save the scene here, when you have it like here, you see. First I want to talk about first save talks when if you want to change this code in future. So this is very important, listen to me. We are making input. You cannot add just here input function. You need to put your input in process. So you need to be careful when you are making input. So you want to make this boolean like mouse was pressed and space was pressed, and you want to do it like this. So here you can change I'm quitting with my key escape. You can change whatever key you want. You just type key and whatever you want, and you see when input is pressed we are making painting mode false, and we are making this boolean true. So we are safeguarding with boolean. If you want to any input you need to do it like this. And for this input, when mouse button left is pressed to place grass. So if this boolean is not true, you can do it. And then we are just making this boolean true, so you can just press it once, because process function is run constantly. This is another safeguard. So be careful with what you're putting in your process. Everything else you have space for mistakes, but here you need to be very careful. But do not worry, you can always shut your Godot and open VS Code. You just mute this whole code. Now in process you see this function. This is for placing for our mouse to move that area 3D, that sphere, here in that function that we are calling in process. So it will only be called if painting mode is on, and we have our placing indicator that is area 3D. It will only be then called this function. So here we are just taking our camera, our editor camera, and just making a position, shooting a ray from camera to the collision space, and on that space we are making a position of that 3D, of area 3D. So you see in ready, when this node, when you turn, if you have this node in your scene and you have your multi-mesh and everything set on, and you load your Godot, it will call this function, and this function update multi-mesh, and this function will loop through all these arrays that we are saving in export and put your grass in that position. So because of that, I'm telling you just want to have this node of grass painter, and when you finish you can remove your multi-mesh from it. That is the reason. And you see here we are making our multi-mesh instances with terrain normals, and with this code. This is code that I needed for this is magic line, and you will see it. This is, I repeat it, this in every function. This is magic line that I need help with Claude, and it make this manual approach to grinding our mesh with terrain, and it's beautiful. So this piece of code is money line. You do not want to change this. And after that we are applying our rotation. So this is at start. So this function is called at start, that we are looping through our rotation and our scale, and then we are applying position, and then we are setting transform. So this everything happens on start. Another safeguard that I want to tell you, so when here in this function, when we hit this button clear grass, it will call this clear grass function, and here we are saying it's just clearing our arrays. And here you see if multi-mesh and multi-mesh. We are clearing multi-mesh. This is very important. You need to have like these safety checks. If multi-mesh, if I just don't have this line and just clear my multi-mesh, if I don't have multi-mesh, it will crash Godot. So this safety is also important. So if you are clearing something from Godot nodes, you need to just ask it, is it there? And here this is called this place grass function is called when we are placing our grass and clicking left mouse button in process. Here place grass, and this is first safeguards if you have everything. So we are appending here. We are appending this location of a local position of your grass and adding it to this array. And it's here is same for camera. We are taking everything like from update placement for mouse. It's the same. It's everything taking camera from editor viewport and setting it at normals and at everything. And here we are appending our scale, rotation, normals. First scale, when you are place your grass, first scale would be 1, so it default. And here we are looping through. We are looping in grass position. To this is our array of grass position, and here we have this magic line again that I needed help from Claude, and it's done great job. Then we are applying rotation and everything, and actually every single thing when we are place grass, it loop through every instance. So that's the reason you want to have multiple multi-meshes and just this one node of grass painter. We are applying position and everything. And this one function that I added, this is also wipe coded, and this is like last thing that I just want to see if Claude can handle. And you do not need, you can delete this if you want, but this is very useful thing because it delete your last instance that you placed. Because I wanted, if I place like 50 trees and 51 is placed wrong, you cannot delete. So this function we will call when you hit this delete last, and it's simple. So we are just popping back from array, and then it's not that simple, and then we are doing the same thing, updating all grass instances, it's normal, scale, rotation. It's basically we are it's not too much code, it's not too much, it is too much code, but we are like repeating the same code at the same time. and I do not want to put it in some function because I think too much abstraction is bad. So here we are doing the same thing like other functions, and here this is function for randomized scale. Is basically the same thing. It's just loop through all the instances that apply this fix for Claude and apply scale and everything, because we need to every single time when we are changing rotation scale we need to apply every single saved, because otherwise multi-mesh will just return everything to original. If I like this, I don't have my multi-mesh, where is it? It's 3D, you have mesh, it's set, I will clear it, I will clear grass painter, so it's clear, you just click here, I will just type my multi-mesh, grass, painting mode and paint grass. You see, what's the problem with that? We have our grass, and when let's say I applied scale, and if I do not repeat that the same code, then if I randomize a position, then scale will be back to original. I will lose this scale, so we need to loop every single time through scale. And you see, when you are hit this node and you clear grass, it will clear every single this array, but you not see it here. You just click on another node and be back on this grass painter node, and it will be 0, and your multi-mesh will be clear. If you do not want your multi-mesh to be clear, just remove it. I'm thinking if I forget something to tell you, but I think I'll tell you everything. I will just fast go through everything, how you can set up. You add multi-mesh, put your multi-mesh on place where you want your grass to be, because we will call it from multi-mesh here for visibility range. Add transform format from 2D for 3D. So you here add new multi-mesh, add 3D. Add your mesh. You need to have saved mesh of your grass, and you just drag it here. Then you make this place indicator with just area 3D, added collision, and added some mesh so you can see what you are working. Your terrain need to have a collision, because on that collision we will detect where we need to place grass. If you do not have collision, just click on your terrain mesh, go in mesh, create collision shape. Then you add your grass painter node, add your place indicator, add your multi-mesh, and turn painting on, and painting is on, and you can paint. Left clicked. You can change these buttons in code. That's why I'm giving you the code. After you're done, hit escape, it will turn off. You will go in grass painter, put your scale, whatever you want, range and randomize scale. If you want, you can randomize it more, and then you can randomize rotation. Then you are finished with it. You are satisfied with this. You remove your multi-mesh from this, and you have it. And you go in your grass painter and you clear grass, clear everything. When you clear everything, everything will be 0. Then you add a second multi-mesh, put it like here, and then you can paint your grass here. So do not go over multiple grass painter nodes. Just have one and do the same. It's very useful thing. And there you have it. Now you have your own add-on for placing multi-mesh instance. You can place grass, flowers, everything. It will follow your terrain. Just make for grass, just make like big bundle of grass, because you need to left click every time. And in future you can update your Godot, and if something breaks, if something breaks you can fix it. But I will put, if something breaks, I will put video about it. You can change buttons, you can do, but be very careful. Think what are you doing. But you can just crash your Godot, I don't know. if you can do anything worse. So if you like this video, if this tool is useful to you, download it, make it your own. Do not just sell it to me, and leave comment, like, and whatever you want. So thank you.